Hi guys! Today I'm building FA-50 gap filler in the Polish markings. Unboxing of this kit is on my channel, so right now I just quickly show you the box content. As you see, there is a lot of plastic parts, including pilots, decals, instruction and masks. I plan to build it straight from the box with pilots inside. Well, for those of you who watched the intro to this video, you already know that. Okay, let's start. Front seat goes first. I clean the parts and join them together with Tamiya cement. Other elements from the cockpit I also prepare at once and prime with Mr. Surfacer 1500 black. Before I spray the cockpit grey color, I mask side panels that must stay black. Gaps between panels should also be grey, and now I'm going to try a new technique. Because it's hard to paint such narrow spaces, I added some thinner to the grey paint and use it more like a wash. This way, the paint fills all the gaps equally and leaves sharp lines as a result. I like the result and I think I will use it more often in the future. Switches and buttons I hand paint with Vallejo paints. Decals for the instrument panels are not perfect, but I think with the closed canopy they will look good enough. The nose section comes in two parts. Air intakes have no position pins, but they fit good enough. Gaps will be visible both outside and inside, so I use Mr. Surfacer 500 to fill them. The reason for it is that after application, the excess can be easily removed with the thinner. This is very convenient for the parts where sanding is hard because of the limited access. I use Mr. Hobby white paint for wheel wells, landing gear and inside air intakes. The construction is designed in the way that I need to add main landing legs before I fit in the rest. This may be problematic for painting later, but provides strong base for the landing legs. Now I work on the fuselage and wings assembly. And having it ready, I need to complete the cockpit to put it in. With the oils from Mińsk, I make some highlights to add some definition to the black seats. I hope you can see the difference. Same goes inside the cockpit. I use lighter oil color and dry brush edges to highlight details. Now I have all needed parts ready, so I start connecting them. All fits pretty good, some small gaps I fill with black CA glue. Seam line on the canopy I first remove with the scalpel and later sand it down starting from 800 grit sandpaper and gradually adding and finishing with 7000 grit to polish scratches. Finally, I use Tamiya polishing compound and give it few rounds of cloth polishing. The result is okay, but I decided to try one more time, now with the polishing disc. Before moving forward to the next step, I'm completing small elements on the wings. There is no indication on the position for those two small guys, so I add the first one and take measure to repeat the same on the other wing. There is no seatbelts included in the kit. I decided to add pilot figures with the seatbelts on, so before I add the canopy and close the cockpit, I need to paint those two figures. Starting with black base, colors I add by mixing few Vallejo paints. In this way I also add shades and highlights. For the helmet glass, I use semi-gloss paint, followed by clear varnish. Masks included in the kit are quite easy to use. I also add all elements of the canopy frame, and before I put it in place I remove the paint from the joints to make sure there is plastic to plastic connection. The last look at the interior before I close it. Both pilots goes in, and finally the canopy can be added. I use a black primer on the canopy first, and later I paint the whole model with grey primer. While waiting for the primer to dry, I work on smaller elements, starting from the wheels. I add 1 drop of buff color to Tamiya rubber black and paint the tires. Next, with help of masks, I paint the white color. Now, I use self-adhesive aluminum foil to imitate chrome colors on all hydraulics and shock absorbers. I put it on the bare plastic, and before I paint the elements, I cover the foil with masking liquid. After painting, I need to remove the liquid, and voila, it looks quite convincing. Now, the primer is dry, so I start with the paint. Lighter shade of grey color goes all over the model. The darker pattern I paint freehand, starting from drawing the shape and filling it in later. Even if the shape is not correct at first, it is quite easy to edit. I use Tamiya elastic masking tape and paint the nose. Before the next step, I use 7000 grit sandpaper and wet sand whole model to smooth and even the surface. Clear gloss comes next. The following day, when the clear coat is dry and hard, I apply decals. My usual steps is microset under the decal and microsole after. Again, I spray clear varnish on the decals to protect them. Mic oil brusher mixed with white spirit gives a nice wash. These aircraft are quite new, so I use lighter oil color just to highlight rivets and details. After a few minutes, I remove the excess. Around the engine and few selected spots, I use darker oil color. Some glue from the masks remains on the clear part. Here is a quick way to get rid of it. Just using the same mask, I tap the surface and let the remaining glue to stick back to the mask. I forgot to paint the metal plates around the side exhaust, but this is not a problem, just a little more masking job to do. On the black base, I use extreme metal colors, starting from pale burnt metal. Later, I add burnt metal to mark places where I think can go darker. And next, I highlight the panels with aluminum color. At the end, I'm finishing all with jet exhaust paint. Now, here is the final result, but it looks a bit too shiny, so I'm going to use matte varnish on it. But now, I still have metallic paints opened, so I go and paint the exhaust. Starting with aluminum color, now I make few panels darker with dark aluminum. Jet exhaust color goes on the edges. And based on the reference photos, I add aluminum ring in the middle. Now it's time to add rest of the elements. I use ultra glue or CA glue to add already painted parts. From the stretched sprue, I cut small pieces and add them at the end of the wings and stabilizers where they're supposed to be. Now, I paint few small details, and here is the finished new training aircraft of the Polish Air Force. Hope you liked the video. If so, let me know in the comments or by clicking on the thumb up button. Subscribe to the channel and check the description under the video for other details. Take care and see you next time. Bye.